Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Doug Long. I am a co-owner of Renaissance Chiropractic Center in Tacoma, Washington. I've been a chiropractor for more than 26 years, and I'm here to give you some tips to help you stay healthy during this time of crisis where many people are forced to shelter in place due to their vulnerability to the COVID virus. As a chiropractor, our main premise is motion. And motion basically is making sure that your joints and your spine are moving properly. Your brain functions based upon input that it gets from its environment and its sensory, your eyes, your ears, but most of that motion or most of that sensory input is based on movement of your joints and your spine. In chiropractic, we find that when spinal joints are out of alignment, they don't move properly. And as a result, your brain does not get the information that it needs to function normally. And that can result in many different health conditions. So I'm here to talk to you about several things, but obviously motion is going to be one of those things. Now, sheltering in place, it obviously limits to what you can do. And unfortunately, many people are doing a lot of sitting and not moving around. So one of the things I really want to emphasize with you is to make sure that you are getting up and moving around on a regular basis. And if that means setting a little alarm, maybe once an hour, to get up, to walk around, to do some stretches. I'm going to give you some exercises here that you can be doing at home that are simple. And I'm going to give you some other tips to help you stay healthy as well. So one of the things that we want to go through is just some very simple exercises that you can do as seniors and things that you can do by just utilizing things around your house. So I'm going to use this chair, and hopefully you can use a chair or have something in place that help you to do some of these exercises. The first exercise we're going to talk about is called a single leg stance. So you want to stand behind a chair. What you're going to do is you're going to grab the chair and you want to hold onto the chair for balance, and the goal is to raise up one leg and try and balance on your foot. And do this as long as you can. Try and do this for a minute and then switch to the other leg and raise that leg up. Now if you get brave, you can let go of the chair and see how well you can balance as you're standing there. But make sure you have that chair just in case you lose your balance. The other exercise that you can do is, and again, these are just helping put motion into your spine and actually strengthening some of the muscles, is a side leg raise. So in this exercise, you're going to want to grab the chair and you're going to stand to the side. And what you want to do is you want to raise your leg out and you want to point your toe forward and try and hold that for 10 to 15 seconds, and then come down and do the other leg and raise that out and hold that for 10 to 15 seconds. You want to try and do that 10 to 15 times on each side. Another good exercise is marching in place. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to try and increase our movement and stretch our range of motion. So again, you want to stand either at a counter or you want to stand with a chair, and you're going to bring your knee up as high as you can and then lower it down and raise your other knee up as high as you can. Again, not only are you trying and working on your balance, but it also is helping to get your hips moving better and getting motion into those areas. A good exercise, especially for leg strength, and I know this can be difficult for seniors, is getting up and down from sitting. So you want to find a firm chair that you can do this with, and the goal is just to sit down, and if you can do it without assistance, keep your arms out in front of you, is just to stand up and then sit down. And without using your arms, if you need a little bit of assistance, you can do that. And if you really want to get brave, you can do this without the chair, and you want to just squat down. Don't go down too low because you want to make sure you can get back up. But you'd like to try and do 15 to 20 of those. So some exercises more for your upper body is we're going to do some things to help loosen up your shoulders. So you want to stand by your side. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring your shoulders up to the ceiling and back and then down. And roll them up and back and down. And just getting a good stretch and good motion in there. You want to do 15 to 20 of those going back. And then you want to reverse that process. You want to bring those shoulders down and going forward. You want to do 15 to 20 of those if you can. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some arm circles. So you're going to bring your arms out to your side, and you're going to start out just by doing little circles going forward. And as you keep going, you want to try and increase the size of those circles. and then you want to do those backwards as well. Not only are you putting better motion into your shoulders, but you're also working on some of the muscles of your arms as well. And you can do some of these going forward as well, just doing these circles, helping to get that mobility in there. Another thing, and I don't have a wall here, but wall push-ups are something that you can do to help your strength as well. And what you want to do is you want to find a wall that doesn't have any paintings or anything on it, and you want to stand just with your arms extended to the wall, about shoulder width apart, and widen your stance. And you're going to bring yourself down towards the wall, and then push yourself up, and down towards the wall, and push yourself up. And you can try and do 15 to 20 of these. Many people, if you have a couch, that you can do that, and if you're feeling strong, you can actually go to the back of the couch and you can do some of these push-ups as well. And there are other things that you can do, just simple exercises. Many people have little dumbbells that they can use, or if you don't have a dumbbell, you can grab a can of soup, or you can use empty water jugs, fill those a little bit with water, and you can do things like curls, and you can do shoulder raises. These are just simple things that you can help to improve your strength and maintain your mobility. So some of the other things we're going to talk about to help you stay healthy is hydration. So most of us aren't aware, but our body is made up of almost 70% of water. And so it's extremely important that you're continuing to replenish your supplies of water throughout the day. And when we get dehydrated, we find that it causes fatigue and low energy levels. It also can decrease our ability to focus and concentrate. And so drinking water throughout the day is extremely important. And the goal is to try and drink half of your body weight in ounces. So for example, if you weigh 100 pounds, the goal would be to drink 50 ounces of water throughout the day. I know that that can be difficult for many people, and especially if you have some bladder issues. But again, staying hydrated is going to help keep you energized and help keep you healthy. I want to talk to you about things that can help boost your immune system. Again, with this COVID virus, a virus basically attacks somebody that is a weakened host. And if you can do other things to help strengthen and make that a stronger host that's going to be more resistant to this virus, then that would be a good thing to start to incorporate. So I'm going to give you some different tips on that. And one of the most important things is exercise, which we just talked about. So making sure that you're getting up and moving around. If you have a place that you can go walk, you want to try and get a good brisk walk in and get your heart rate going. That will help to improve your immune system. Proper sleep is also extremely important in helping your body to stay healthy. So making sure that you're getting the right amount of sleep, that you have a good supportive mattress, and that you actually have a good pillow. Side sleeping or back sleeping is going to be the best for you. Stomach sleeping is really hard on your neck and your back. Eating healthy, of course, and that should be a given. Making sure that you're putting good things into your body is going to help your body to function better and help your immune system as well. Now, a lot of people aren't aware is that sugar significantly weakens your immune system. So it's really important to try and minimize your sugar intake. Studies have shown significant drops in your immune system shortly after ingesting large amounts of sugar. And so it's really important that you're trying to minimize the amount of sugar that you have in your diet. We talked about hydration. Hydration is also important for your immune system as well. Chiropractic care. We see in our practice that a lot of our patients, when they're getting adjustments, it helps to boost their body's immune function. There's been a direct correlation between spinal adjustments and immune response. And so when you are able to get out and not shelter in place, if you have a good chiropractor, that's going to be important in helping to maintain your immune system. And then there are some supplements that I'm going to talk to you about that all help to boost the immune system. So I'm going to give you the supplements, I'm going to give you the recommended dosages, and these are things that you can find in any health food store. So one of the most important things are vitamin D. And we get vitamin D when we're out in the sun and we expose our skin to the sun. Our body produces vitamin D. But obviously sheltering in place makes that very difficult. And vitamin D has very strong properties that help our immune system. So I recommend 5,000 to 10,000 units of vitamin D per day. You're not going to get this in a daily vitamin or a multivitamin. So you need to take this separately. And the products that we carry, we have little capsules that are 5,000 units per capsule. So you can get those out there with those recommended dosages. Vitamin C is also very helpful with your immune system, and I'm recommending that you take about 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C per day. Vitamin A, also important, different levels for men and women. So women should shoot to take about 700 micrograms per day, and men should take around 900 micrograms per day. And then zinc is also important with your immune system. And many of you maybe have heard that some of the therapies for this COVID virus are an antiviral and zinc. And so somewhere between 20 to 30 micrograms per day of zinc is going to be helpful for you. So these are some of the things that you can do to help boost your immune system. Now there are other things that will actually weaken your immune system, and one of those things are fear and stress. And with this COVID virus, the news tends to sensationalize things, and it makes things sound worse than maybe that they really are. When you are under stress or when you're in fear, it puts your body in what we call fight or flight mode. Fight or flight is a survival mode. It's great for short periods of time, but you don't want to be in that mode for a long period of time because it significantly weakens your immune system. It decreases your sleep, it affects your digestion, it produces hormones, adrenaline and cortisol, which are responses to stress, but those are not good hormones to have throughout your body on a consistent basis. So really important that you shut the news off. Try not to focus on the fear that's being put out there by the media. Things that can help improve just your overall demeanor are things that make you happy. You know, laughter is one of the best things to produce endorphins, which help us to be positive. So find things that you can watch, movies that you can watch that are enjoyable, videos. Obviously looking at pictures of your kids or your grandkids. These are all things that can help boost our spirits, and staying positive is very, very important. And then the last thing I can say is stay connected. Stay connected with your family, stay connected with your friends, your grandkids, and there's many ways that you can do this through different applications on your phone or on the computer, but making sure that you have that constant contact, because when you're in isolation, it leads to depression and other things that can really impact your total overall health. So these are some things, again, that hopefully will help you during this time, and hopefully this crisis will settle down soon and you'll be able to get out and do the things that you enjoy doing. And there's a saying, and I'm sure you've all heard it before, this too shall pass. So thank you for listening, and I hope what I've said today will help you out. Have a great day.